I don't listen to the news much, but once in a while I hear a story that hurts my heart. I feel deeply for the murderer of. Do you have any words to share on racist crimes? Isn't it important for individuals to stand up against this? I recently heard a non-dual teacher say that God does not know suffering. So where do these hate crimes begin? In the mind? Isn't the mind and God the same, since God is oneness? Yeah. I'll give you an example of my friend had a bird, and the bird was like a rescue bird. It fell into the garden injured, and she was looking after it, and she had it in this cage outside, and eventually she does this every summer, and she eventually lets them go and they fly off. She had the bird outside, and then a big bird came down and ate it, and that is God, that big bird that came down and ate the little bird. And now if you got eaten up, like you were in a race of murder, some black people came along and murdered you, Susan, because you're white, that is actually God killing itself, the divine killing itself. And there's nothing actually that dies, because your energy changes into something else. If you imagine like God like one big sheet, it's like this Susan, and you put your hands as puppets, and this Susan and this other person argued, and then Susan got killed and disappeared, and then another puppet came up. It's the same energy that would come up. So there's nothing actually that ever dies. We always fear in our death that we're going to be kicked out of this reality, and we fear that. But there's nothing to be afraid of, because you can't be kicked out of this reality. So on the human level, though, if everybody realized this, I doubt there would be so many murders. I can't guarantee that, though, because humans are still destined to argue. We're still animals. But I really doubt there would be like racist murders. Like I mean, maybe some people could get into a fight, but I don't know. I can't imagine what it's like. So if people will realize this, but animals realize this, animals are this, and they still kill each other. We are animals as well. But the game to this life is for it to continuously evolve, and I think the game in awakening is to really see this. Like see beyond our urge for fairness or rightness or good or bad, or innocence or not innocence. They see that it's all not true, that there's no perpetrator and no victim. That's so hard, right? Because we want to protect ourselves from badness, and we want to stop it happening. And we can on the human level, but on the absolute level, which is what I'm talking on now, that God is perfectly content with everything it creates. It loves it all, every element of it. And then we can go into the human world and we can say it's unfair, and we can protest against it, and we can try to change things and laws. But I get the sense with politics and changing laws that unless people wake up, we'll just do the same. We just go from left to right to left to right to left to right, and sanction this and sanction that, and these people have control and those people get control. I really believe that you have to change society's mind. Like our society will change with the individual's mind changing. So the way we structure our society will change as the people that are in society's mind change. So as they begin to awaken. So to me, I would see his murder as a tragedy, but that we all just work on ourself, this body-mind mechanism that's appeared, and going beyond that, and that will have more political effect than going out and protesting on the streets. It's like the biggest activism that you can do. I mean, if Google really realized, like, they don't let me mention certain things because I get barred by YouTube if I mention certain things, or you do certain things, and you've got all these policies that you have to uphold. But if it really realized that this totally undermines all political structures, because our society is based on this idea that you will fulfill yourself through the material world. And this is a lie. And it's based on distrust. Okay. Mostly I come to a loss with how to find peace with the negative in the world, which is why I don't watch much news and focusing on love. And the negative in the world, like the news, it's all based on separation, and it's relevant to see the fear and the suffering that comes up in you, but like what you've got to see is that all of it's illusion. It's not true, all these fearful things out there that are going to get you or get them. It's not true, all these problems that we're projecting onto society. It's all a disbalance of the chakra and then a seeking to avoid that. So you feel fearful about other humans and about society. There's disbalance in the sacral chakra, in the solar plexus chakra, in the heart. And then you seek to try to change society, to try and change your environment. When really it's seeing that these chakras are illusion and that nothing can hurt you. Home is presence. Home is what you are right now. That's beauty.